What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be ranking all of the Big Bang Theory seasons, season 1 to season 12. I have not done a retrospective in all of this 12 Big Bang Theory seasons. I've only done a retrospective in season 1, so this is kind of like a teaser on what I think of all of the seasons. So, yeah, let's get into this. Look at my haircut. What? So number 12 is season 8. Now, I don't hate season 8. I don't dislike season 8. I still had a good time watching it. But it's probably just the weakest of the whole season. I mean, Penny gets this new job as a sales rep, which doesn't really make any sense. She kind of just went from acting to that, where it kind of just came out of nowhere, and it was really weird. And doesn't really fit her character, and also Penny has a new haircut that I don't really like. But it is a season that Mrs. Wallowitz does die, Howard's mother, and the show treats it like an actual serious matter and pays her respects, and it's actually pretty sad. Okay, we never actually saw Mrs. Wallowitz, but it was still really sad to see her go. And since Stewart's comic bookstore got burnt down in the last book, Mrs. Wallowitz took him in, and they would be hanging out. So Mrs. Wallace basically took Stewart in, so he was a bit shaken up afterwards. And this early in the season, I guess Howard was just really angry at Stewart hanging out with his mom all the time, and then she died, I guess, and it was just kind of sad. Yeah, but early in the season with Howard and Stewart was actually playing one of the best parts of the season. And the episode where Mrs. Wallace dies is very heartwarming. We do see Howard's stepbrother. And it always confuses me. He's never brought up again, and it just kind of forgets it happens. What's even the point of it happening? But whatever. This season was all around okay. At number 11 is season 11. This season is all about Sheldon and Amy. It takes place right after they get engaged. Actually, Sheldon proposes to Amy right at the end of season 10. And then, from the first minute of season 11, Amy says yes. The whole season is about them, and at the end of the season is their wedding, and Barry Kripke even sings at the wedding. That's cool. I just can't really remember anything else other than their wedding, but it is fun to see Sheldon stress out about his wedding and then get actual married. I mean, it's awesome. Also, the season opens with Bernadette getting news about her second child being born, and that's chaos. And then they discover super asymmetry at their wedding, which carries on to season 12. Entering the top 10 with number 10 is season 1. Good job, season 1, you made it. Season 1 is probably one of the weirdest seasons of the show. Of course, it's the first season of a sitcom. It's not going to be the best. It's not going to be like the other seasons. It's going to have it struggles to okay, I'm really struggling to talk here. The show hasn't found out exact how these characters are actually going to act yet. The first episode, Penny is very very ditzy. Sheldon is kind of sexual, but whatever. Howard acts weird as always. Raj is can't talk for the women. But the season has a lot of great moments. Leonard and Penny's first kiss. Raj's first grasshopper, and Penny's first shower in Leonard's apartment. Yeah, that first episode was very weird. But the first season was good. I've actually rewatched it again recently, and it still holds up to be good. It's the shortest season of the show. Penny and Leonard go out at the end of the season, and then break up again at the start of the second season. That's great, isn't it? Yeah. Number 9 is season 10. This season starts off with Penny and Leonard's second wedding. It ends with Amy and Sheldon getting engaged. So two couples there, I guess. Woohoo! We get to see Penny's family. her brother and her mother appear. This is the only episode they appear in the whole show. Get to see Leonard's parents and Sheldon's mother again. So I mean that's cool. We see a lot of the characters' parents. Of course. Card continuing on from the season 9, episode 24. Mary is Sheldon's mother is kind of dating Leonard's father, so that's pretty weird. But yeah, we won't mention that. That's kind of weird, but that's kind of a season 9 thing, okay? So yeah, and Sheldon and Amy move into Penny's apartment. So that's a big change for Sheldon, and he actually accepts this change. So that's kudos for Sheldon. Raj finally stands up for himself in the season, and him and Howard kind of go through a rough patch. And yeah, whatever. Season 9, oh my god, this is such a bad quality clip, guys, I'm sorry. Season 9, and we open up with Penny and Leonard getting married again, and then they kind of arranged their second wedding at the end of the season, and I just can't quite remember what else happened in the season, but I remember that it was a good season. Wow, this is so bad quality, alright, guys. Oh, this is my channel, I probably should... Oh, yeah, other things happening this season are, Sheldon and Amy for the first half of the season are broken up. And they have sex. Do you hear me? Yeah, Bernadette gets pregnant for the first time, and this season is moves the plot along greatly. But yeah, it's just not the most memorable season. For reasons I've just said, I didn't say. At number 7 is season 5. This season is all about Howard and Bernadette, and they get married at the end of the season, and they have to navigate their ways through marriage. And Leonard even proposes to Penny during sex. Well, that worked out greatly. Howard tries to go out into space, and this is just a Howard and Bernadette's season. Yeah, it's pretty good season overall. And number 6 was season 12. I have just watched this season, so it is fresh in my memory. Of course, the season ends with the Nobel Prize, but it starts off with Sheldon and Amy's honeymoon, and their journey through getting this Nobel Prize. They have to beat these other two guys who kind of cheated to get it. And they want to beat them, and they realize that their super ascendant tree has already been thought of before, and they fall into depression. But then they discover something new. I think I don't know. It's science. Raj almost gets married to Una. Stuart actually gets a girlfriend, Denise. We actually see Howard and Bernadette's children at the end of the season, and for some reason they trust Stuart and Denise to look after them. We see the characters playing paintball again, and it was like they all play, and then Raj and Una call off the wedding, and then at the end of the season, then Una moves away and leaves Raj single again. Why did they have to do that? But whatever. The main thing is that Sheldon and Amy got the Nobel Prize, and yeah, Penny gets pregnant at the end of the season, and Sheldon gives a heartwarming speech. Wow, season 12 has a lot of stuff in it, but it was great. I love this season. Number 5 is season 2. Season 1 was kind of rough, but season 2 is actually where the characters start acting themselves. If you get what I mean. If you don't get what I mean, then you're gonna be really confused. So yeah, season 2 is actually where they start acting the way they're supposed to as the group. They start hanging out at the cafeteria more, at work. Penny dumps Leonard at the start of season 2. At the end of season 2, they go off to the Arctic. Leonard starts dating this other girl who moves into their apartment for a few days. Fun stuff. They go on a train ride in season 2. Yeah, that's fun. Penny breaks her shoulder in season 2, and Sheldon feels her boobs. Anyway,
Up next, number 4 is season 3. Season 3 is where Penny and Leonard start their relationship before ending it in the end of season 3. At the bowling alley, a few days after Penny and Leonard were having sex, and then Leonard said he loved her. Yeah, Penny didn't say it back. It was kind of awkward, if you get where my drift is going. Anyway, Sheldon and Lodge work together, so antics ensue, and loads of funny stories with Penny and Leonard as a couple. This was a cool season. We actually see Leonard and Penny hanging out a lot more, and we get to see the origins of Sheldon and Leonard, like how when Leonard moved into the apartment. That was such a cool episode, and how the elevator got broken, and Sheldon and Will Wheaton, their arch enemy ship, that thing started. That was so cool. Okay, season 6 is at number 3, and this is a Raj-centered season. I love the stuff with Raj in this season. At Valentine's Day, he makes a big speech about being cool isn't really about who you're with or anything, and it's okay to be single. Then he meets Lucy. He has a good time with her, and it's like a date, and then she ditches him and climbs out a window, and then Raj falls into deep depression. But he does get back up together with her and stuff. From season 4 onwards, it was kind of feeling like Raj was just kind of left out, because he didn't really have anyone. And he didn't have a relationship with anyone, so he was just kind of sad. For the first 3 seasons, it was fine, because no one really, Sheldon or Howard didn't really have anyone, or Leonard really. But after season 4, it got pretty pathetic. Especially in season 5, when Sheldon and Amy started dating, it just kind of felt like Raj was left out. So it was cool to see him start dating. And actually, at the end of the season, he gets over his drinking problem. Well, not drinking problem, but his social anxiety problem. He can finally talk to women, so it opens up big possibilities for all the opportunities for him. And also, Lucy, I love the character of her, and her social anxieties was pretty interesting. Leonard proposes. Penny agrees to just propose to Leonard, because he kind of proposed again. Didn't really work out, or whatever. That's fine. Things happen. Oh, by the way, I forgot about this in season 3, but Sheldon and Amy meet, and Howard and Bernadette meet. I forgot about that for some reason. How did I forget about that? That's one of the main things about season 3. Oh my god. At number 2 is season 7. Leonard goes off to a marine biology kind of hunt and vacation kind of thing in early season 7, leaving Leonard and leaving Penny and Sheldon left alone in the apartment. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Sheldon and Amy have their first kiss, which is pretty cool. Raj starts dating Emily. And that's kind of it. This is kind of the most stagnant season. I mean, there isn't really that much changes that goes on in season 7. There is stuff that goes on, but just not as much as the other seasons. And we do see Raj the scavenger hunt and mystery party, so that's cool. Oh my god, so Leonard! And my favorite season of The Big Bang Theory is season 4. This is the season of Priya. Leonard starts dating Raj's little sister Priya. She's in the season a lot. Hijinks ensue. Sheldon turns into a robot with a big TV screen. Oh my god, wow! Wow! Raj and Penny hook up at the end of the season. Oh, Jesus bloody Christ. Yeah, that was a weird one. But this season was really fun. I really love the group aspect of the season. All the characters kind of forming a group. Especially when Sheldon and Amy were trying to, one episode, they kind of did an experiment on how fast word would spread across the group or something. Too bad Priya has never really seen again after season 4, but I really liked her in this season. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Especially like button, and now you know what my favorite season of The Big Bang Theory is. And I cannot wait to do a retrospective on the season. I also know what my least favorite retrospective on the show is. Season 8. And season 12 is in the middle.